సో హాయ్ హలో సో అందరికి నమస్కారం. వెల్కమ్ టు TFPC. సో మనం రీసెంట్ గా అమెజాన్ ప్రైమ్ లో మనందరికి బాగా తెలిసిన మూవీ అండ్ రకరకాల పాజిటివ్ కామెంట్స్ తో అండ్ అందరి దగ్గర ఒక పాజిటివ్ ఒపీనియన్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంది ఏక్ మినీ కదా. సో సూపర్ కూల్ సక్సెస్ అందుకుంది అని చెప్పొచ్చు. సో ఆ సినిమా హీరోయిన్ కావ్య గారు ఈ రోజు మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు. తనని అడిగి అసలు ఏక్ మినీ కథ, అసలు ఈ కథ ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయిందో అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. హియర్ వి గో. హాయ్ కావ్య గారు, ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
హలో, మీరు ఎలా అన్నారు? నేను చాలా బాగుంది, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
చాలా బాగున్నాను. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్, ఏక్ మినీ కదా మంచి హిట్ అందుకుంది.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
యా. సో ఏక్ మినీ కథకి మీ కథ ఎలా స్టార్ట్ అయింది, మీ జర్నీ ఎలా స్టార్ట్ అయింది సినిమాకి?
So it was last year during the lockdown, and we were just like everybody was trying to make their best and make the most of lockdown, and that's what I was doing. I was at home and I was like just doing my own thing and doing whatever I could to help people. And I suddenly got a call one day from Karthik actually, and he said that we have like a script that I really want to narrate to you. So I said, yeah, sure, go ahead. And so he's like, actually, first I will tell you what the topic is. So I was like, okay. So he's like, it's actually about a small penis syndrome. And I said, what? Did I hear you correctly? Like, did I hear? I mean, I was confused. He's like, yeah, Kavya, you heard it correctly. It's about a small penis. And I was like, okay. And instantly only there was like this inquisitiveness and like I wanted to know more karke. So he started explaining. I was like, please go ahead. And he started explaining me the story. And he's a very, very good storyteller. So when he's narrating you, you're already like picturing what is gonna happen. So while he was narrating the story, the first 10 minutes, I was only laughing because it was so funny. And like obviously we everybody saw how funny it is, so just imagine when he was explaining it to me how funny it was for me. And I was instantly engaged and instantly interested in the script, and because it was such a fresh and new point and something which was never attempted before, I said, yeah, like I'm interested, so let me know how we can go ahead. And I think 1 week after the narration, everything was finalized, and I was already in Hyderabad, and we started the photo shoot and we started shooting because luckily at that time it was just the end of lockdown and lockdown was opening. So I went down a little while before so I could like quarantine myself and like just be safe and everything. And we started with the photo shoot, and that's how it started.
ఓకే. అండ్ యూవి క్రియేషన్స్ వాళ్ళు ప్రొడ్యూసింగ్ అంటే ఇట్స్ ఏ బిగ్ బ్యానర్ యాక్చువల్లీ. సో ప్రభాస్ గారితో
Right.
రాధేశ్యామ్ చేస్తున్నారు అండ్ చాలా పెద్ద పెద్ద ఫిల్మ్స్ చేస్తున్నారు వాళ్ళు. సో
Oh no.
ఇది ఫస్ట్ మనకి ఏక్ మినీ కథ వీళ్ళే ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నారని మీకు తెలిసినప్పుడు ఎలా అనిపించింది? అండ్ తెలుసా తెలుగులో ఎన్ని సినిమాలు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తున్నారు అని? ఫస్ట్ యూవి క్రియేషన్స్ గురించి.
So UV Creations, everybody knows, is a very, very, very chala pedda name on this and in the industry, and it is a very big opportunity actually that I received. And I after my Maya Pyramidо, definitely did not think that I could so soon like affiliate with such a big banner, but I guess it's just the blessing of God. And to be affiliated with such big names in this industry is super lucky for me. And about the production, basically, I think it's a superb production. Like, I never had any discomfort on set or off set, or my stay in Hyderabad was so comfortable at all times. And everybody is so loving and warm in the production house. Like, I'm just thinking of everybody. And they're all like such nice people, Vamsagaru and everybody. Like, I mean, I'm so happy to be affiliated with UV Creations, and I definitely do many more movies with them.
ఏక్ మినీ కథ సినిమాలో మీ క్యారెక్టరైజేషన్ కి అండ్ ఆఫ్ స్క్రీన్ మీరుండే దానికి సంహౌ ఈ పాయింట్స్ చాలా ఈక్వల్ గా నియర్ బై ఉంటాయి అండ్ అన్ఈక్వల్, అసలు సంబంధం లేదు ఈ పాయింట్స్ అవడానికి.
Right. So my character Amrita, she's She's quite different to me, but also very similar. She's very bold and she likes to speak what she feels. And like, even when you see that when the Bajrang Dal comes in the movie and she's like, Kattu Santosh, like, she's not afraid of anything. And I think that's one big similarity between the two of us is because I'm not afraid of anything either. And I'm also a very bold and strong person like that. So I guess that is one similarity.
Okay.
And so in so many ways, like I just wanted to make Amrita very close to who I am, so it is more relatable and more human. Like any character that you get, it depends on how you portray it. So as an actor, my preparation towards a character goes like I take the five main traits of a character and five main traits of me, and I see what are similar, and whatever are similar, I don't need to work on that. But whatever are a little different, then I need to just like monitor that and like just change the degree of it and try to bring that nature of Amrita into me. Like sometimes Amrita is way more traditional, and I don't think I am that traditional as she is with the sindoor and like everything. I don't know. I love the idea of sindoor and everything, but I don't think I'd give like that big sindoor and all that. Like, but at the same time, she's a person who's very comfortable in her skin. She knows what she wants, and that's how I related myself to her because I tried to just like make her human.
Okay. So after Imaya Perimeter movie, and what you really like recognized, yeah, it's time to change for these things. So I have to be strong next movie like that.
Oh no, I don't think there were like so my experience working in EMI Perimeter was fantastic. I worked with a great team with Vijay Garu and Rahul Vijay and Divya, and the production VS creators was also amazing. And now they're like family to me. So I and definitely there is a learning, there's a growth scale that does happen with every experience that you have. I learned a lot on set during EMI Perimeter, which I tried to bring about in Egg Mini Kada, and it did work in many ways, especially my weight.
Seriously? Okay.
Seriously, I was like, okay, gotta lose weight, guys. So actually, what happens is on camera, your weight looks 5 kgs extra. So if you see me personally, and if you see me on camera, there's a difference because camera adds 5 kg weight to anybody. So I was like, okay, so this is one learning thing, and also how I presented myself, and also with the character, many things changes. How the character is because every character is different. So yeah, that and apart from that, how you deal with certain situations and circumstances in every set is obviously very different because your team is different, your co-stars are different, so it's a completely different experience. And I think in every experience you learn a lot.
Yes.
And I think apart from that, I think the biggest change would be that we shot during Corona time. So we had to use sanitizers, we had to use masks. There were people who looked like astronauts because they were wearing PPE kits at all times. So it was like a really Kottaga experience, to be honest. And I highly doubt we'd get such an experience again because, but I just think the times have changed, and as an actor also you get a hold on your craft a lot more. And in between also I've done a couple of projects in Hindi and all of that where I'm learning so much more. And then life is like a really, I think, a learning experience in itself. It's a very long learning experience. You never stop learning. So yeah, and then plus with other characters also you learn so much. We had so many senior artists on set who you learn comic timing from. Like you have Saptagiri sir, you have Brahmaji Garu. So yeah, a lot of things you learn. So quite different changes. I don't think I can put it in a box that I learned just this or that. So many changes.
మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ కానీ మీ ఫ్యామిలీ మెంబర్స్ కానీ చెప్పినప్పుడు సమ్‌హౌ నో వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్‌ప్రెషన్ అండ్ రియాక్షన్ ఎలా ఉంది? సో ఇలాంటి స్టోరీ నువ్వు చేస్తున్నావా? అండ్ దే ఆర్ సో మెనీ క్వెషన్స్ నో.
There definitely were. So the day I got narrated, I went to my mother, she's my best friend. Like, she knows everything about me. Like, all my secrets, anything that happens to me, she knows. So the day I got narrated, I ran to her room and I was like, Mama, this. Then from there, I ran to my brother's room and I told him this. So they both were so excited, just as excited as me, because everybody, like, in like, now we know the result. Like, at that time, we did not know that everybody would appreciate it so much and take it so positively. But at that time, like, looking at my brother and my mother's reaction, which was so positive, and they were like, you know what, this is a great story, this is so funny, and something like this has never been attempted, and they had the same reaction as me. The next, so my grandparents, they live in the same like building as me. They are on like the 26th floor, and we are on the 31st. So same building. So from explaining it to my mom and brother, I went to my grandparents, and then I
ఓహ్!
explained it to them. Yeah.
ఓకే.
So we're a very tight family like that. So I tell them everything, especially my grandmom and my mom. I'll tell them like every small detail, like whatever it is, I'll tell them. Exactly that too. And by the good grace of God, they're very, very supportive, and they are with the time. Like, they're aging with the time. They're not like very orthodox in their thinking, or they never expressed any hurdles that, oh, you shouldn't do that. And plus, also living in a world where we have like Netflix and Amazon, and we have like a whole range of content. They are also seeing the kind of content that is out there, and they are very knowledged, and they say it's okay, like, this is your job, yeah, like, you can't think like this. And because even I was a little this thing, because the first thing that Karthik, after explaining me or narrating me the story, the first thing he said is like, Kavya, there's this song which is really intimate, the Yenta Sogasa song. He's like, it's really intimate and all of that. So my first question was, the intimacy is not a problem. My question to you is how important it is to the script or the story. So he explained it to me that it's very important, because this is the point where, for the first time, the hero gets physical with a woman. And when he gets physical with a woman, he realizes that he does not have a problem, and his problem is only psychological. And that his wife is completely happy and completely satisfied with him. So, which made so much sense to me, because I was like, yeah, there is not some unreasonable orike kissing scenes and intimate scenes. This is a scene which is very important, and a husband wife are exploring. Obviously, these things happen, right? So my grandparents, like, that's what my grandmother told me, that there's nothing, it's just a scene between a husband and wife, and they to show only like this, because they've seen people, like, they've seen Games of Thrones with me, where girls are getting like naked and shit and walking. So literally, like, my grandmom and mom especially. So my brother and my grandfather, they are a little like, okay, we won't see it, and like, because obviously I'm like the woman of the house, like their girl and like their younger sister and shit. So they have like that little bit feeling inside that, I can't see it fully. But the day I shot that song, my mother wasn't there with me in Hyderabad at that time. I video called my mother and I showed them the song. I video called my brother and I showed him the song. I video called my grandmother and I showed her the song, because I was like, I want y'all to know what I'm doing. I want y'all to really understand it and not like get a shock. So they were always aware throughout my movie what it was that I was doing, or how I was doing it, and everything. And and also another thing is that so I'll give you a very small example just for everybody to understand. This is that for an art, everybody has an instrument. For example, if there is a guitarist, okay, so now for a guitarist, their instrument is the guitar. So whenever a guitarist needs to perform, even he's in the creative and art field, right? Whenever he needs to perform, he will take out his guitar from his guitar box or whatever. and he'll play it and he'll fine tune it, he'll clean it, and he'll play it. And once he's done, he'll keep it back nicely in the box packet, and he's done.
Yes.
But for us actors, our instrument is our body. And I was lucky enough to meet my Guruji uh, 3 years back when he explained to me the spiritual side of knowing that a human is way more than their body and their mind. And that's what I also believe, that I'm not this body, and I'm the soul or the one who watches. So whatever I do with this instrument, like I have to take care of my hair, my skin, do some makeup, and this is how I am taking care of my instrument. So this is something that my family and my friends deeply understand, and I don't think that they see it in any other way. So they were all very positive and they were all very supportive, and everybody was so like awaiting my movie. Like, yes, we're waiting, because the minute you tell somebody that okay, so this is what the story is, that ek chinna, ek mini katha, it is, does size matter? The minute you say this, they are all like, what is it? What is it? I want to know. I want to know. You know, it creates that inquisitiveness, that intrigueness in you to want to know what it is. And that is what happened with the audience too. And I'm so lucky and happy that they all took it in such a positive way.
ఎస్. అండ్ ఒకవేళ నెక్స్ట్ సినిమా ఆప్షన్ కనుక మీకు వస్తే ఏ హీరో ఏ డైరెక్టర్ ని ప్రిఫర్ చేస్తారు టాలీవుడ్ లో? ఇఫ్ ఆప్షన్
Ah,
మీకు
yo.
వస్తే.
I don't have like any favorite directors as such, because I also believe that talent is anywhere and everywhere. Like Karthik, my director, this was his debut movie, right? And look what he did with it. So like this, I'm a director's actor. When I meet a director, all I need to know is, does he have an entire vision? Does he have like, has he seen the movie as a whole? Once I believe my director, it doesn't matter who my director is, because I know that he will remove what he needs from me as an actor on set. Like once I have that faith, I'm good. But Hero Garu, definitely I'd choose Ram Charan sir first
ఓకే.
because I'm a very Pedda Ram Charan fan.
ఏ సినిమా
And
చూసిన తర్వాత?
Rangastalam. That was the first movie I saw of him. And
ఓకే.
I found him so sweet and so cute and very well balanced as an actor. And he dances also so well. And his personality actually suits. He's just like as a whole very attractive to me. So that, and then Nani Garu,
నాని
definitely
గారు
middle class abbai. Yeah.
మిడిల్ క్లాస్ అబ్బాయి. ఓకే.
యాహ్! ఏమండి నాని గారు చెప్పండి చిన్ని గారు. ఆ!
తెలుగు సాంగ్. సో తెలుగు సాంగ్స్ లో బేసికల్లీ మీకు బాగా ఇష్టమైన మోస్ట్ లవబుల్ సాంగ్ ఏంటి?
It was from Mahanati actually, and even Rangama Mangama from Rangasthalam. But Mahanati's song is a Sada Nannu Nadipe
ఓహ్!
Meetale. I love
ఏ
that song.
పాడండి ప్లీజ్. నో, సింగ్ ప్లీజ్.
No, no, no. I can't sing my songs only. I'm a very bad singer, but I still sing. Like I have no I have like literally I'm very inhibited. I have like no uninhibitions. So I sing, but I'm a horrible singer. I also acknowledge that.
నాట్ లైక్ థట్. నో, యూ హావ్ ఎ రియల్లీ గుడ్ వాయిస్. నో.
It's deep, so that is why it's a little different. But I can't sing. Like I wouldn't want to insult the singer by singing that. But that is one of my favorite songs, definitely. And Rangama Manga Epilladu, definitely.
ఓకే. అండ్ బేసికల్లీ క్యారెక్టరైజేషన్స్ లో ఏ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్యారెక్టరైజేషన్స్ మిమ్మల్ని బాగా అట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తాయి? సమ్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్.
I right for sorry, you were saying for example.
ఎనీథింగ్.
So I wanna play a character which is very like not me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at me as a person, you'll be like, oh, she's a very glamorous, very modern, urban chick, you know. But I want to play a character who's very rural, and like how in Rangastalam, Samantha ma'am has played that character. Samantha ma'am, she's like gorgeous and so classy and like so urban, and you know, she's a modern woman, but she plays that character so well. I was like so inspired. And another thing, I would really love to do are biopics, because to portray somebody to their being is a very big task, I think. So I think that. And another thing would be like super natural characters like Wonder Woman or
Oh my God.
or or like I would really love to play like it was in my head, it just slipped. Thinking of Wonder Woman, I forgot. Oh, some like action movie actually, where for once a woman, a heroine, is beating the villain, and I'm like, yeah, like wear all those aesthetic things and like jump in the sky and beat him like proper South India masala, like Rajnikant level. I want to beat my villains, like stuff
Oh
like
my
that, I
God.
guess.
Okay. If ఒకవేళ
And actually,
yeah.
sorry, what?
సో ఇఫ్ ఒకవేళ మీకు హారర్ ఫిల్మ్ లో ఛాన్స్ వస్తే
I would do it. I would never. I want to try everything. There is nothing that I don't want to do. I don't want to restrict myself as an actor, like, or put myself in a box. I want to be able to do short films. I want to be able to do like movies, commercial films, or feature films, or web series. I mean, why should I restrict myself when, like, you know how they say, when you can have it all, why should you restrict yourself? Why should you not have it all? It's just that
Okay.
all these norms and notions that a heroine should just be a certain way, I guess I'm here to break them.
Okay. And basically, are you scary or not to watch horror films?
Not at all. I love horror films. If you tell me, Kavya, tell me horror films, I'll give you a list of it. I love horror movies. And I think that is how my mom brought me up always. She was like, I never want you to be like a very, very delicate baby kind of a girl. I want you to be strong. I want you to be able to like live your life and like with your head up and also while looking down. So um she balanced me out quite well in that. But like literally, I've seen horror movies since childhood, and actually having an elder brother really helps you, because uh, an elder brother will prepare you for everything. My brother used to show me the most horror films, like the most scariest films as a child. And he would throw me, like, I learned everything from my elder brother, from swimming to cycling to blowing a bubble in the chewing gum or to whistling. I learned everything from him. So a big credit goes out to him for making me very strong and for helping me be the way I am today. Fearless, I guess.
Okay. And what's your stress buster?
My stress buster is definitely my naam jap. So my Guruji says that with our breath, we should do our naam jap, whichever God you really relate to, like Om Namah Shivaya or Shri Hari or Om Guru or anything, Hari Om, jo bhi, whatever God you relate to, or Om Sai Ram. You do their naam jap like Vaheguru, 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 or Om Namah Shivaya, but with your breath when you breathe in and breathe out. So I guess whenever I'm a little stressed out or a little worried, I instantly go to my breath and I just calm myself down. Apart from that, my major stress buster is my mother. I take her everywhere with me because I'm like, what happens with me is if I get like a little irritated or angry, I go to my mother and I like vomit everything. And then I'll go out, I'll come back and I'm like, sorry, mama, sorry. She's like, I know what you're doing. Sit down, sit down. She's so well aware. Like mothers know you the best, I guess. So every time on set, like if I was a little worked up, I would just run to my mother and I was like, "Wah!" And she's like, Okay. Talk. Get it out. Once I was done, she's like, okay, are you done? I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Now I feel good. Like, great. And I think the third thing I would say would be either like painting or drawing or writing poems.
Yeah. But anyways, it was a crazy interview and all the best. So next Ram Charan గారితో ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేయాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటున్నాను. Yeah.
Everybody, please message him. Please message him on my behalf.
Yeah. And you are a super crazy girl. So ఎప్పుడు ఇలా please keep smiling always and your smile is
Thank
awesome
you.
and it's the best.
Ayo, thank you. You're also a beautiful person.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you for giving me your time. Take care.
Bye.